อยู่นะครับจ้า
ทำไมมันไม่ตื่นมาคุยวะสงสัยต้องไปหาที่นอนกันแล้วเช้าค่อยมาไปนอนที่แคมป์ก็ได้ไปเบิร์บออกไม่ได้โอเคไปเดี๋ยวพรุ่งนี้เช้าให้มาไปนอนที่แคมป์กันชาวบ้านแม่งหลับเร็วเควสมันอะไรวะลืมไปแล้วเหมือนมันเมืองไอ้นี้มันมีเรื่องเขาก็เลยต้องมาสืบหาว่ามันเกี่ยวกับแก๊งที่เพิ่งไปตะลุยฐานมันหรือเปล่าอะไรเงี้ยจำไม่ค่อยได้นอนกันเอาชิบฮะเป็นไรเหรอฮัลโหล
แป๊บนึงนะจะจามกลับมาละ
โอเคครับ bless you
thanks ก็กินไปตั้งเยอะไม่หายสักที
ไม่ตีกันเวลา
ไม่รู้
ฝนตกขึ้นมา
ฝนตก
เมืองนี้อ่านว่าอะไรเมืองโฮเยสอะไร
เดี๋ยว
ตอนจริงดูชื่อมันดินี่ไงเจอตัวละ
Are you Melikar?
Aye, that's me.
I need to speak with the prisoner.
And why is that? Who might you be?
Henry, envoy of Saradze Kobala. I'm here to investigate the attack.
I'm sorry. I have other things on my mind right now. In case you haven't noticed, we have pestilence raging here. And Saradzig won't help us with that, any more than he helped us when we were attacked.
ฮอเพลกใช่ไหม
sorry
No one could have known what would happen.
If Saradzig hadn't pissed off into the woods and stayed in the camp, they would never have dared attack us.
If Saradze hadn't gone into the woods, he'd have left so many to attack here that you'd never have fought them off.
Makes no odds now. We've a different problem to deal with.
If there's anything I can do, just tell me.
There's a stable hand living with us here, Matthias.
Yes, I know him.
And he knows some girl who helps out in the monastery infirmary. Johanka, I think her name is. She might know someone to turn to, if she's actually there.
It might have crossed your mind to send someone there sooner.
People are barely venturing outside their own homes, they're so scared. And word has got around that the plague is raging here. If someone met us wandering about, well, I fear the worst. And besides, you're the envoy of Saradze Kobila himself. Your word will carry more weight in the monastery than some lowly peasants.
Very well. I'll go to the monastery. Probably our best hope.
Thank you. At least for taking the trouble. But then, even if you cared nothing for us, the prisoner's got the pestilence too. He'll die without help.
If I have to go to the monastery, I need to know as much as possible about the disease. I'll definitely need to know its symptoms. They're bound to ask me that.
It's hard to say. My wife is feverish. Others have the chills. I heard some are throwing up. Others still are breaking out in sores. But why don't you see for yourself? People talk a lot and I don't know what to believe anymore.
Very well, I'll make the rounds.
I've daubed lime on the afflicted houses, but don't stay too long in those homes.
That... I feel quite hungry.
I'll be with you.
Could do with a bite to eat.
แดกแอปเปิ้ลเหมือนกัน
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
บ้านเนี่ยติดเชื้อคุยไม่ได้
Make it stop.
ยังมากินของติดเชื้ออีก
Shit. I've had enough.
กดผิดอ่ะ เดี๋ยวนะต้องกลับละต้องกลับไปนอนใหม่แล้วมาใหม่ หาที่นอนแถวนี้ได้ปะขโมยข้าวชาวบ้านกิน ต้องไปหาไอ้นั่นก่อน ไอ้นั่นอยู่บ้านไหนวะจำไม่ได้ เข้ามาทางนี้บ้านนี้บ้านนี้บ้านนี้
Are you Melikar?
Aye, that.
I need to speak...
And why?
Henry.
I'm sorry.
No, tell me what to do.
There's a stable.
Yes,
And he knows if she's actually.
very well.
That. It's hard to. Others still are break.
Very well.
I've daubed.
ถ้าบ้านไหนมีเครื่องหมายบวกคือมันเป็นเพลง นี่ก็ใช่ฉากอะ
What? Have you come for my wife? You're out of luck. I'm old Straw, don't you know? Straw, you've taken my son. But you shan't take my wife, you bastard.
มีความค้าง
I've come to help your wife.
To help her over to the other side. Isn't that God's own truth?
I'm sorry that they killed your son. I truly am sorry. But if you don't want that disease to take your wife, you'll let me see her right away. I can help her.
I don't want her taken, no.
There. You see?
What? Are you a quack?
Something like that.
Then go to it. Go!
ไหนเมียมันอยู่ไหนห้องนี้เหรอล็อกเลยอ๋อนี่
Fever. Just like Melchar's wife. Fever. Just like Melchar's wife. Fever. Just like Melchar's wife.
ถามมันไง
Don't speak to me.
คุยกันไม่ได้ มีบ้านไหนกัน บ้านนี้ก็ใช่
Who are you? Can't you see we have the plague cross on the door?
My name is Henry. I'm going to the monastery to get help.
It's long past time. The Lord's already taken my poor Anthony. And what do you want from me?
I need to know how the illness afflicted your husband.
Yes, I'll tell you everything. But first help me bury my husband. I'm too weak. And Melichar said the dead should be buried at once.
Of course I'll help you.
Thank you. We have to bury him at the back of the house.
I understand.
Thank you.
หลังบ้าน ถนนปะ
Will you please tell me about his illness?
Certainly. My husband had the fever all over.
Anything else?
He had great pains in his belly. He said it felt like it'd been stuffed with rocks. He was writhing all night through. It must have hurt terribly.
Thank you.
สองอาการแล้ว อันนี้ถามแล้วเนาะ อกไม่ได้อะ นี่บ้านนี้ไม่คุยกันหรอมันก็ทำอะไรไม่ค่อยได้นะ
Hey!
Brother, dearest brother.
No, I'm not your brother.
Then go away.
กรรม
Brother,
Yes, it's...
everyone is nearly here.
Tell me, brother, how are you feeling?
Wait, you're not my brother.
Brother, don't you recognise me? It's me. I'm your brother. I was gone for a long time. I've come back home for Advent, remember?
Yes, yes, I remember. Give me a drink of water, brother. I'm thirsty, terribly thirsty. I feel like I'm... There's snowing outside. Hitch up the sled.
ไม่ต้องปล่อยมันเพราะมันไม่มีน้ำแล้วไปหาวินเซนต์อยู่ข้างบ่อน้ำตรงนี้ตรงไปก็น่าจะบ้านนู้นหรือบ้านนี้วะบ้านนี้
No, let me sleep.
ไม่ใช่อันนู้นมันไม่คุยด้วยอะช่างมันแล้วกันเควสซีมันยังไม่เสร็จเพราะอันนี้มันไม่คุยด้วยต้องข้ามเวลาไปเย็นๆมันก็ยังไม่ตื่น คุยไม่ได้คุยไม่ได้ไม่คุยหรอกปะนอนมาแล้วมั้ง
Johanka?
Henry?
I'm glad to see you.
Me too. I heard that you're doing well.
Not right now. Matthias sent me.
Matthias? My God, did something happen?
What's happening here? Oh my God. Philip and... they're all...
Yes. Where do you think the wounded ended up?
Actually, I had no idea.
Well, now you know. Me and Nicodemus have been trying to keep things under control since Skalitz was raised. Just the two of us.
So can I help at all?
Certainly. We can always use an extra pair of hands here. And it's been like that since the beginning.
I was in a bad way myself back then. They took me to Rattay unconscious and I needed a healer. How is everyone holding up? What can I do?
Holding up? People here are dying, usually needlessly, and I can't do anything about it. We don't have enough food or space or anyone who's willing to help us.
Doesn't anyone help you with nursing these people? You've got scholars all around you.
Scholars, maybe, but they leave the healing up to God. Nicodemus is trying, but everything he knows is from his books.
Can I have a look at them myself? I know a little about healing.
Do you now? And what would you do if you burnt yourself at the forge?
First, you have to cool it down with water. Marigold ointment helps, and it's better if you don't bind it and let it breathe.
You do know what you're talking about. Looks like blacksmiths know about more than just pulling teeth.
Pulling teeth? Nothing to it. As long as you don't squeeze the pincers too hard and crush them.
Well, go and see if anyone needs anything. Just don't go pulling anyone's teeth.
Doesn't the monastery care for them?
They give us some food for them and a place to sleep, but I wouldn't say they help exactly. More like they just tolerate us.
Do you have enough food?
Enough to survive, maybe, but convalescents need feeding up.
Maybe if I brought some meat, some game, that would strengthen them up.
That would be a great help.
Anything else you need?
Look around.
Well, it is a little crowded.
Crowded? I've had to leave some of the sick lying in the open air, even at night. And have you seen what they're lying on?
I'll try to negotiate better conditions with the monastery.
I tried that, out loud. They just nod their heads, but don't move a muscle.
And how are you doing? You're the only woman here, alone in the monastery.
Some of the monks speak to me, but other people act like I don't exist. Too bad the custodian isn't one of those.
Is the custodian causing you problems?
All the time. Apparently he has a wife somewhere, but that doesn't stop him. He's constantly strutting around in front of me.
And, what else?
What do you mean, what else? He's invited me to his home.
I could do something about it, if you liked.
No, I can deal with him. The last thing I need is you going around threatening people. It won't help me, and it definitely won't help the refugees.
Why is there a guard outside?
He's here because of me.
Because of you?
Yes. There was one time I just had enough of it all, of the way they treat us, and I almost slapped one of... But that doesn't matter.
What can you tell me about the custodian?
He's supposed to be in charge of all the guards and the security of the monastery. But really, he has a say in pretty much everything, including supplies. And that's why he probably thinks he can do whatever he wants.
All right.
Look, Henry, I know I can speak harshly, but I'm at the end of my tether. Last week Bohuslav died. Maybe you knew him. And nobody even blinked an eye. We desperately need help.
I'll do whatever's in my power. I don't know if you've heard about it, but Merhoyed was attacked.
Oh God! How is Matthias?
Wounded in the arm. He's being brave about it, but his injury looks bad.
I need to see him.
Before you go, there's something else.
What?
Some kind of disease has taken hold in Merhoyed. Their livestock has died off, and now the people are coming down with it too. I thought maybe someone here might know what to do.
Merciful heavens. How awful. It's a good thing you've come here. If there's any hope, this is the place to find it. You need Brother Nicodemus, the monastery physician. He may know how to deal with it.
Very well, I'll try to find him.
Come back when you know more.
Thank you, Johanka. I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry. These wounds have been well taken care of. Everything here is fine.
ไปล่าเนื้อมาให้มันหาบราเธอร์อะไรนี่กันนะ
May the Lord watch over you, honey.
Philip, from Skalitz. I don't see any wounds, but he's shaking terribly. He's not reacting. But all I can see that's wrong with him is his leg. I have to ask Johanka. He'll be able to get out of this on his own. I'm not needed here. He just needs to sleep.
Huh? Shit. What's going on?
You look alright?
Mostly, but my leg still hurts.
Did the Cumans wound you?
That's what I tell the ladies. Truth is, I did myself a mischief while I was running away.
And do they rebandage it for you?
Occasionally. They told me they don't have enough bandages.
Well, that's no use. Those bandages need changing. I'll get some.
แบนเดจก็ไม่มี
What are the...
You're not from Skalitz?
No, but please help me. I can't stay here.
What happened to you?
I was working on the building when the scaffolding up by the roof collapsed underneath me.
Well, and you're very lucky you survived at all.
Yes, that's what everyone tells me. But it's no use being alive if all I can do is lie here like a wet sack of barley.
Well, you're pretty battered, but I don't see anything that a few weeks' rest can't fix.
Weeks? Oh God, I have to get back to work.
What's the problem? Why can't you stay until you heal?
I have a family.
Henry,
I'm
I'm
poor.
glad you stopped by.
It's only
Look where
thanks to the building work that we can survive. And the master told me, if I don't come back in a few days, then where can me and my wife go then?
Is there anything I can...
When I was little, my father got trampled on by a horse, and an old hag from the village gave him some kind of purple herbs for it. And he got better very quickly.
And do you remember what the...
I don't. But there's supposed to be the whole cursed knowledge of the world in this place. Something has to be written about it. A herbarium. Anything.
I'll try to find...
Thank you.
Be a bit more careful.
Everything here is fine.
Christ above! I can't get a wink of sleep.
What are you making such a fuss about?
A fuss? Because of my leg, I have to stay here for at least another week. Hurts like fuck. And with everyone else moaning and groaning all night, I can't get any sleep.
Maybe I can make you something to help you sleep.
Oh, and for God...
Everything here is fine.
ใช่มี3 คนนอนกันแล้วเดี๋ยวออกไปล่าให้มัน ล่าสัตว์เดี๋ยวนะเรายังไม่เจอไอ้บราเธอร์เลยนะแต่นั้นอีกเควสหนึ่งเราควรจะช่วยคนคนนี้กันลากกระต่ายกันนะมีอะไรให้ล่าก็ไม่รู้อืม ยังไงมันจะเอากี่ชิ้นนะสัก5 ตัวมั้งเฮ้ยมันน่าจะอยู่กันเป็นฝูงนะไม่น่าอยู่ตัวเดียว แค่นี้ก็น่าจะพอ
Another one that's going to be taking food out of our mouths.
I brought some meat.
Just for a while, he says. To help your neighbours, he says. It's been weeks.
Thank you, Henry.
One of the sick men,
Just my
Semek,
luck
is
to get
complaining
stuck
about
here
pain
with
and the fact he can't work. He says
Meanwhile,
he...
Thomas and
Semek?
Pavel are
Is he
probably
one of
playing
our
dice
people?
up on the battlefield.
No, he's a construction worker. He's bruised and confined to...
Henry, for God's sake, our neighbours are dying. Oh, honest.
Listen, all I need to find out is the name of...
Then go
What
and
is
look
he
it up in a
wants
book. If
What's wrong with that man by the altar?
he had a broken leg, a bad one. The bone had come right through the skin. I'm not holding out much hope for him. I've seen folk in that state before and it didn't end well.
My God, there has to be something we...
And what do
Jesus,
you
another one.
suggest? The monks won't help and I don't...
I hope they leave soon.
Well, I can try.
You?
Unfortunately, I've had occasion to try this sort of thing before. You have to place the bones as precisely as you can next to each other. It's hard, but you have to ignore any screams of pain. That's the only way to help him.
Well...
What happened to Philip?
Poor man. There was nothing wrong with him, and now he's getting...
But do you know why?
Maybe. He didn't run away from...
But what can we do?
Us. Nothing. Only Father Simon might have...
And where is he?
You...
And does anyone know where he...
If you believe the stories about a wild man in the woods, then Rovnar is the place to go.
Are you holding him firmly?
Aye.
Done.
Look where you're going.
You're the one who's in charge of the wounded.
Yes, I'm the infirmarius here. Time was I only had a few elderly monks who couldn't walk to take care of. Now I have this mess to deal with.
Monks so old they can't hold themselves up with their own legs.
Oh, if that were the only bodily function they could control. But I shouldn't talk like that. It's a blessing to live to such an age.
Why are they so badly provided for?
God be with you.
People are crammed in next to each other, and some have to sleep outside. That can't be good.
I can't.
How is that possible? You're the infirmarius. You decide...
But I have no say in how much money I'm given. And because the abbot's away, it's still a...
Can't you do anything?
Unfortunately not. The brothers in the cloister aren't much interested in the external world, and the custodian has enough on his plate with the chaos in the region. Besides, his main concern is the smooth running of the monastery.
And the local custodian? His crew has enough provisions.
I tried him, but it seems he had some disagreement with Johanka, and now he won't give us anything.
I can't believe your conscience lets you leave the Skalitz locals in such a...
I know. I'm ashamed.
Even so...
You're not the only...
Do you know anything...
I'm not an expert.
Well, one of the workers who was injured during construction would like to get back to work. He mentioned some purple flowers that would...
Herbs.
Oh, purple herbs that should help.
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but you can have a look in the herbarium here. There won't be too many purple herbs for bruised...
How about some...
Certainly. The old...
Reliable.
Some of the brothers like a good sleep, and sometimes that's the only way to get one.
Thanks. Some kind of disease has taken hold in Merhoyed. Johanka said that you might be able to advise.
A disease, you say?
Yes, it's very interesting, but can you help these people?
I can't say at this point. Tell me.
No, I mean, not yet. Several households have, around half the village.
Merhoyed? Isn't there a stud farm there? And what of the animals?
Yes, there's a stud farm. And they've all died off. The horses, the cattle, chickens, and now it's got to the people.
That is most intriguing. What are we to do about it? Do you know the symptoms?
Yes, more or less.
Excellent. I have several extensive volumes here in the library. Describe the epidemic,
Yes, I can.
Excellent.
So, where's...
Evident...
In the what?
The digestive tract,
right.
The trouble lies between...
Uh-huh.
We can rule nothing out at this stage. You look in...
But I don't know Latin.
Fortunately for you, our brother librarian is translating these momentous... Study the breviary carefully. I'll try the proven classics. Avicenna and his
Hey, watch it! Hey, what?
ไม่เปิดประตูไม่ได้ อันนี้ห้องการ์ด เดี๋ยวนะทักเควสกันนี่ยังไม่ทำนี้เควสเยอะใช่ไหมมี A ตรงนี้ supply from custodian บ้านนี้ปะคนแถวนี้มึงนอนทั้งวันเลย
I hope I can be of help to you, Knight.
I'm helping at the infirmary now, and I came to...
Ah, and how is your hunker? Do you know her well?
Yes, I do.
Good, good. Does she ever talk about me?
I'm mainly here for supplies and to talk about the state of the wounded from Skalitz. They need blankets, food...
Well, that's not my problem.
His hands are tied. Until the abbot comes back, he can't get anything.
Maybe because...
What precisely are you getting at?
Something could happen to her.
If any...
Because I'll pay...
For supply?
Oh, come off it. You get your supplies from the monastery for free. No one will bat an eyelid if you ask for more. Blankets can get chewed up by... Satisfied?
You're a right. Yes. These things happen, sir.
I have some, well...
Let's have them. There are plenty of them.
โอเคจบไปหนึ่งอย่าง ประตูนี่มันเข้าไม่ได้อ้าวเปิดแล้วนี่อะไรวะมันเป็นสตีลอะไม่ได้จะขโมยนี่ไม่เกี่ยวอะไรเนี่ย recognize element means
Yes, that would make sense.
example bit of by cupping time
Whatever can it be? Febris et causa ignota.
Hey, watch it! Hey!
It was around here somewhere. Could it be?
lullaby
No.
need to make livestock sleep okay poppy crystal herb Paris
It was around here somewhere. Whatever can it be? Febris et causa ignota. It was around here somewhere.
ไม่มีของ
Lord, oh Lord, what times we live in.
ต้องไปหาของก่อน
Lord,
bandage
oh
พัน
Lord, what
แผล
times
ให้
we live
ไอหาน10เหรอ ไปซื้อดีกว่าปะเนี่ยมี herbalist อยู่ไปซื้อในเมืองก็ได้โอเคต้องออกไปข้างนอกกันต้องเอาใส่ SSD ไปเนี่ยมันโหลดไม่ทันอยู่ไหนนะนี่ขายอะไรเนี่ยขายไส้กรอกคงไม่ใช่ไอ้นี่น่าจะขายเฮิร์บป๊อปปี้ทวิสเติลเฮิร์บพาริส3 อย่าง
God be with you.
About that strike.
I knew that dream. Yes, that dream.
And that's supposed to be me.
Oh, well, what's your Henry? So, Henry.
First.
Me? Without hope, point.
No, I don't.
A shame.
อะไรของมันมาซื้อของกันไม่มีขายไม่มีอะไรเลย
I'd like to discuss.
ให้80เอาวะ
Since it's you.
More.
All right.
Well, now.
I knew we'd come to.
มันมีคนขายเฮิร์บอยู่ตรงนั้นนี่ลองไปดูกันถ้าไม่มีนี่จะพักก่อนละขี้เกียจหามันต้องออกไปหาของประเด็นบอกอยู่เนี่ยประตูแม่งก็ล็อกแล้วข้างบนนะก็มันขึ้นไม่ได้ไปก็แล้วไม่โดนปล้นนะเจออะไรครับ
Please, help me.
มานั่งมาอยู่ในป่าแล้วนะขอตังค์ขอ
What
ข้าว
happened to you?
Sir, he told me he'd met and then they killed. So I beg him. I'd like to bring.
Food? What about this?
May God.
นี่อะไรมีอะไรอยู่ตรงปลายน้ำตรงนั้นนะไปดูปะทางเนี้ยอันนี้ปะใช่ กระท่อมระหว่างนี้ก็หาของไปด้วยนี่ทริสโตไม่ใช่มันเหมือนเก็บได้มันเก็บไม่ได้ตรงนั้นเหรอเฮอร์บอลิสวะวูดแลนด์การ์เด้นเฮอร์บาริสขอนะคาโมไมล์ขโมยหมดอะปลุกใหม่แล้วกันรำคาญแอนิเมชันนะนี่ไรเวลาดอดด้าวะนั่นไงเอาไปทำยาเซฟได้ที่นี่เหรอนี่อะไรมิ้นเซนจอนอะไรไม่รู้มีแค่นี้3 แปลงไม่ใช่เฮอร์บอลิสป่ะใช่เฮอร์บูแมนนางมีเดนดาไลน์ขายซื้อมาอ่านแล้วกันถูกซื้อไปเยอะๆถูกมากอะเหมาแล้วกันนี่ป๊อปปี้แล้วล่ะทริสโตแมปServer keep food fresh longer ซื้อมา2 อันเลยเหมามาหมดเลยเผื่อต้องใช้อ้าวแบนเดจต้องใช้15 อันซื้อมาหมดเลยต่อนาง200
Let's talk about...
Well, we...
Satisfied?
It'll take more than...
มันเป็นแท็กติก
Oh, awesome.
โอเคได้ใบนั้นครบแล้วแต่เดี๋ยวต้องไปหาที่ฟาเตอร์ไซมอนซัมติงเอาหนักเกินอ่ะอะไรหนักผ้าฮะน่าจะหนักแฮร์มีดมากกว่าได้แล้ว เดินไหนนี่ปะนี่เหมือนป๊อปปี้นี่ไงพอแล้วมั้งซื้อไปตั้งเยอะไปทำเควสฟาเตอร์ไซมอนซัมติงนี่เขาปลูกอะไร
God almighty.
Have you had any luck finding the...
Considering no procession of priests has passed this way, my luck's been slight.
I can always ask, but I've heard where the Scalix priest...
That's great news. Although I had my eye on another priest.
You might as well tell me who he is.
True. A few years ago, there used to be another priest in Scalix. Simon, I think he's...
Simon? Father Simon. I remember him.
Aye. I don't want to spread rumours, but they say he was in love with his housekeeper.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
They're men, just like the rest of us. Well, to finish the story, Simon left the parish and ran away. You know, there was neither sight nor sound of him for a long...
And what's he doing?
That's just it. People say he's become a hermit.
All right.
I couldn't tell you exactly, but you could... Well, they live on a farm nearby, and it's likely they know more.
I'll go and see what they have to say.
God go with you.
Don't worry.
A man of the quote เอาเข้าไปใครอ่ะเล่นแล้วเหนื่อยเฮียเกมหา
นี่อะไรเว้ย
Kingdom คำ
เพนดี้
มันเป็น RPG ที่จริงจังเกินไปอะเควสแต่ละเควสที่แม่งเหนื่อยมาก
ประวัติศาสตร์
เควสมันจริงจังไปอะเควสกว่าจะจบแต่ละอันนี่แม่งเหนื่อยอะจริงบางเควสทำเป็นชั่วโมงอะ
มีเลเวลป่ะ
มีแต่ว่าเป็นเลเวลแบบไม่ได้แบบเก็บเลเวลไปเพื่ออัพอะมันเป็นแบบใช้อะไรเยอะๆอันนั้นก็จะเก่งก็เดี๋ยวเล่นสปอร์ตก็ได้แป๊บนึง
Be a bit more careful.
จะเซฟยังต้องมีโพชั่นเพื่อจะเซฟเลยโคตรเฮีย
I'm looking for the priest, Father Simon, and I heard you might know of him.
Simon?
มันต้องแบบคราฟโพชั่นเพื่อจะเซฟ
I'm looking for the priest who used to take care of St. James. And the
I don't know if I can help you there. Very well.
What went on between Simon?
Nothing that hasn't happened before. Our Mary, she was pretty. Very pretty. And he was young, and so things went the way they...
That must have been quite a scare.
My husband was furious. He ran around the cottage brandishing an axe and yelling, only she never had the chance to hold that thing.
Very sorry.
Such is a woman's lot in life.
And what happened to Simon?
The poor man. He took it the worst. He was sure God's...
The Bible does say it's a terrible sin.
Well, I'm not fit to judge, and the ways of the Lord... He was overflowing with grief. He barely spoke.
Where can I find...
I heard that too.
How come?
After our poor Mary went to her rest.
You think Simon?
Who knows? Maybe it's a miracle. I could believe.
I see. Can you tell me where that...
Certainly. There is settling.
All right. I'll be going.
Very good then.
I'll tell him.